JUnit for controller. So which layer you have to mock?
Service.
Service layer. Yeah. So let me show you. This is the typical diagram. And today I'm going to write JUnit for REST API. You know REST API, right? REST API allows you the interface so that any other application can interact with it. Any other application can access data. So in REST API, your request and response is always in JSON format. Remember? So today we are not going to write JUnit for any other layer. We are just going to write for REST API. If anybody have any question, query, let me know. JUnit for REST API. Hey, yesterday you mock service layer, right? Sorry, DAO layer. Today we'll mock. So there would be a method in JUnit. We check the logic of the method, right? But
So when we
typically,
say REST API, do we mean
mhm,
also controller or only
REST
this?
controller, REST controller only. All the classes annotated with REST controller is supposed to take input and output in only JSON format, raw data format. So I'm going to write today JUnit for this. Make sense? So we have to mock all service layer, right? Because JUnit runs as an independent, as a standalone. Yeah, you got this message, you got confused. No, right? Yesterday we wrote some test cases for service layer and same, we have already one of the controller here. Any guess? Branch controller. We have or not? I wrote it last time. Hmm?
Yes.
People. And this branch controller is using internally which service? Branch service. I don't know it's clear or not. The agenda is how to write test case for controller. I don't know. You guys are you following me? Do you understand the agenda for today?
Yes.
Okay. So you see, I'm just opening this banking API. Allow me and help me. So I need to write test cases for my branch API controller. Can you see this? This is my REST API. Terry and batch. I hope you know REST API. I had talked with Aarti and she already said she had covered all those things.
Yes, we covered that.
Okay. So you see, this is my REST API, and today we are planning to write the test cases for it. Ready? Ready. If you want to write test cases for it, right click on that, write new. Any guess? Other. Same fashion as you did it last time. And here click on the JUnit test cases. And you have to just change the package name, right? This package name is SRC main Java. You have to choose SRC test Java, right? And package will be same, and your controller should suffix with test word. You can do next and finish, right? So here saying you want to write for the particular method. I'm not interested to say anything, right? Hmm. You guys got confused or you got this much?
We got that much.
Okay,
It's
after
clear.
that, if you want to write test case for it, actually you have to hit your all the endpoint, right? So you need fake MVC, mock MVC, fake, because when you call it, right? Because normally you call your REST API when it is running on Tomcat. Remember, your REST API is running on Tomcat, but right now in JUnit it doesn't run on Tomcat. It runs standalone. So in order to hit any endpoint, so you want to write JUnit for which endpoint? Hello. Like before doing anything, you have to do certain thing. What man? Like first of all, you want to write test case for which controller? Any guess? You have to reply branch API controller, right? So if you want to write test case for a branch API controller, you need an instance of it or not? Any guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, we do.
And this has service on branch service, right? So you have to mock it, same as we did yesterday, same as it is. I'm teaching you right now. So you have to mock which layer? Branch service, right? You have to mock branch service. Nobody can say I don't know. Okay. Mock branch service. And same fashion, you have to make the instance of
Controller.
branch API controller. Yeah. So I'm going to make it. So here you can write private. This. Done. Hello. Huh? And you have to write one more thing, public void init, right? As you did yesterday also. Before every method invocation, you have to create mock MVC object. So I don't remember the syntax. I'm just going to refer something. So the same fashion, right? I said you have to make a mock MVC. What is a mock MVC? This is the object through which you will make a REST call. So you have to initialize it, right? Done. And here you have to use which annotation? We did like inject mock.
Inject mock.
So this will create an object of it, and this mock object, mock service is mocked, and it is injected inside a branch API controller. And here you have to do two initialization, which I'm going to copy paste. This one we did yesterday, and this last one is new for you. This we did yesterday. This will create an real object of it, and mock will be injected inside it. And this is, hey, this is what? This is mock MVC, right? For what purpose? For this, if you want to hit this controller, all the API, you have to use what? Mock MVC object. You know, hit means earlier you may be hitting from the postman. Now in test case, you can hit from mock MVC. So mock MVC is used for what purpose? You can hit all the endpoint in this controller, whatever endpoint you want to, because if you hit the endpoint, then only you can check the logic of it. So which endpoint you want to test first? Any guess?
Again,
Yeah, tell me.
yeah. So the mock MVC is just like a client tool.
Yeah, client tool. Yeah, it's giving you the temporary client tool, right? Through which you can hit your REST API. But this mock MVC will work only for this controller. So you want to test which use case first?
Maybe get all the branches.
Simplest, right? Let's do first. Uh, let's do find all, right? You said thank you. Let's do that. So I need to write test case for it. Allow me. I need a business logic of it. Yep, I did it, right? Now you can say what? Test all branches. So A, what is the logic of it? The whatever service data will give you, this controller will return the same data to you or not? Answer my question.
Yes.
Whatever data, let me stop it. Whatever data service will return, right? Same data will be written by controller also. That's it. So here we have to mock which layer? Service layer, right? And you say, hey, service layer, if my controller will be called, right? You have to give me the fake data. Ready? So what fake data you need? Sir, you have to be fast. Find all is going to return, any guess? It is going to return list of
Branch view.
branch view. So you have to make the fake data here. Branch view, right? This is the value which should come from where? Array list. Cling, 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 cling. Okay. After that, you can make an object of branch view. Hey, branch view object already we have created yesterday. Remember? When you were writing the test case for service layer, yesterday we were creating the fake data, right? I'm not lazy. I'm super lazy. I cannot, copy the. I cannot write the same thing again and again. Okay. So you see my technique. Hello. I need to create a list of the branch. So this is the branch one, right? Take, right? This is branch second. But both should be branch view, right, man? Yep. Branch view. I hope I'm making myself clear. Nah? This is having data this one, and this is having data something else. And, let's change this. Anybody have any question query? No question query, right? It's clear. I got two dummy data, so I can push into the list. Dot add branch view, and you can do here also. Anybody have any question query?
Again,
Yeah,
like
tell me.
I have one question about this robust programming is like when we did like the try and catch to handle the exception like this one or different one.
No, this is different thing. Exception handling is different thing. Exception handling means your code is running, some problem comes and you want to handle it, right?
And
But
robust
here,
programming is
yeah, that also support robust programming. That is different thing. But this is for code change, right? You want to ensure everything should work and fine, right? But you can validate in couple of seconds. That's purpose of writing test cases. Test cases means you maybe have thousands of method, right, Sarita? But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you want to run all the JUnits so that you will come to know the problem. If any problem is there, that will tell you. That's purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, it will give you the impact of the code change, right? If you do some code change. So,
Mahendra,
what is the purpose of getting dummy data? I want to mock this method. How you can mock it? Yesterday you have seen it. Remember?
so why
Sir,
you are making the Nagendra? Why you are doing the branch view 2 times over there? Still
because
confused on that.
because this will return the list. So you can return 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. It is up to you. Clear?
Okay, same thing 2 times.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. Service will return the list, man. That's why I'm creating 2, right?
Mhm.
I want to make a list. That's it. After that, what happened? Confused? I can mock
While
it.
function, when
Yeah. See, I'm not even writing single line of code because everything is there in place. How? When you say hey service, right? When somebody is calling find all method, what you have to return? Find all method. Then you have to return, any guess? List. Sir, you are not replying. What is it? When I will call the controller and controller will call find all methods. So what you have to return? This list of views. Now what I will do? Now I will call my REST API. You guys are not replying. See, you will call this REST API, right? Then REST API will call fake mock service, and this mock service will return this list of view as per this code. So how to, if you want to call what? If you want to call this REST API, you have to use what? Mock MVC, right? Because this mock MVC is designed for this controller. How to do it? I don't remember the code at all. I'm going to do copy paste and see the way I'm doing. You have to do it for find all, right? Hello. So in order to do it, you have to perform get request or post request. Of course, you have to perform get. So there is a way to do it, right? Like in this, we are performing post, but I can make it get. Let's do that. I need your help. Like here, you copy everything like this. Hello. I cannot write all this, but here I just copy paste. You have to just understand a little bit. Copy, like what you did, mock MVC perform. Mock MVC perform means call the REST API. It is get or post. Can you see this? It is get. Then here you have to use what? Get. And you are going to call the V3 is the, in every REST API, V3 is the common, right? We have. So I'm going to use V3 slash a branches, right? So my REST API is called. You got a point? This REST API is called because of it. Like what other thing you are setting here? You are setting content type. Content type means you are sending JSON data, right? Here we are not sending anything. That's fine. So I'm deleting it. You guys confused or you got my point? Hello? Perform, I want to hit this REST API. Clear? And what we are accepting? We are accepting JSON data. What kind of data? JSON data. And status code should come. Okay. Like this syntax, you cannot remember it. Even I don't remember. See, I'm trying to do copy paste in front of you. It's showing some error. I don't know. Oh, and handle exception. So you just put it. Gone. Hey, you guys are with me? What I did? I'm. So nobody replying. What happened? I know it's not easy because I don't know. Yesterday you didn't practice that.
Last step.
Here I'm making mock MVC. I'm creating mock of my service layer. There I'm creating the object of the controller. From this controller I'm creating mock MVC. So all the REST API I can access mock MVC. So which API I'm accessing, man? This one. How? Mock MVC perform. And which operation I'm going to use? Get a post. Get. What URL pattern?
Get.
This. In postman, if you want to call the REST API, what you mentioned, man? Get a post. URL. That's it. And accept means you want to expecting the JSON. But here I am using. I have to validate my JSON data. How? Here you can use this operator. For what purpose? Zeroth record. Which record? For zeroth record. So what values is there? Any guess? Sir, you are not replying. Huh?
There is 03 call.
No. Here you are returning two objects, right? I'm interested in first object. So in first object, first of all, you know, here you are validating what, man? This attribute exists. Which attribute? Address and city. So basically, you want to validate the value, or you want to check the attribute. So you can if you want, you can check the attribute. Can you see this? Oh, Mister. When the JSON response comes, address is there. Reply. The problem with you people are sometimes you are not replying at all. Whatever response comes, in that response, you know the response? It will have JSON data, right? So that JSON data I am validating here. So how you can validate it? In response, in zeroth place, what value should be there? Let me tell you.
Address.
Yeah, address, but what will be the value of it? This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So here you can put the attribute. Attribute is address. And what is the value of it?
J8.
Yeah. Similarly, you can validate the value of others also. What value? Fremont code and IFC code. So the Fremont is which attribute? CT. If you don't know REST API, I'm telling you this session is not for you. Simple. Nobody can help you. You have to also try very hard. Okay. Code. And this is your IFSC. So I'm able to validate which response, man. When you hit your REST API, whatever data you have sent in dummy, right? It will come as a JSON data. I don't know you know REST API or not. I have doubt. Because when you hit it, it will give you the JSON data. Same JSON data I'm validating over here. So let's try it works or not. Okay. This session is totally depend on first and second session. You see, it is printing and my JUnit is become green. And here I just put the print statement. What it's doing is, hey, when you are making the call, it's showing everything. Can you see this? What you are sending in the get, this URL you are hitting, you are not sending anything, right? Header may accept is application/JSON. And this is showing the response. Can you see the response, man? Here. Hello, both the data is coming here, right? Both the data. If you don't know how to run Postman on that, so you want to validate the second record also? Yes. So what you have to do? Second means second record address, second record CT, second record code, and this.
Yeah.
What? This is
Same thing.
Aya code this. I've done it. If you do any mistake, it will not run, man. I can show you. I have done with this, right? It's working. Green. Hey, you want to do some mistake? Yeah, just make it higher one. It will mismatch and your JUnit will fail because higher one is not coming at all. Can you see this, please? It's failing. Right? They get $1 expected higher one, but it was found higher. Done. So this is my first JUnit of what, man? My REST API, and I'm testing which endpoint. Get.
Get.
This is done. Let's delete it. Now I'm going to check the next endpoint, which is delete, and delete is the simplest one. Yes or no?
Mhm.
I'm going to test it. Allow me.
Oh.
And I'll write slowly. Done. Can you see this? Yep. So, Mister, tell me, we have to mock the service layer or not? Can you see this? Yeah. Huh? Hello. Mock the service layer in test cases. Nobody replying. Mock the service layer. So this is for test. Delete. Branch. You tell me you have to mock service layer or not? Yes. So
Yeah.
delete by is returning anything? No. You have to mock the method which does not return anything. As last time we talked about, right? Remember? Something like do nothing. Oh, Mister, yesterday I taught
Yes.
you how to mock the method which is not returning anything. So that I can take it from the yesterday
Do
thing
nothing.
which I wrote. Yeah, do nothing.
So in
But
service
my
layer,
dear friends,
we have to mock the service method and the service implementation, the NPM.
yeah, we have to just mock the service layer method. So how we can do that? I don't know. It's gone. Like here, how, man? Do nothing. When branch service, which method is called, sir? Delete ID, and we
Use.
are passing which parameter? Like when you copy paste code from one place to another place, automatically import will be taken place. Then when you are like here, you can pass any also, any integer, all will work. Fine. You say when I'm calling this method, don't return anything, right? After that, this is what called delete call. Hmm. You use this the same thing. You see my technique. I'm going to use the same thing, right? So you are going to call which method? Any guess? Branches. And this ID, you have to pass the ID. Yes or no? Hello. But here you have to pass the ID, branch ID, which you want to delete. I'm passing as a part of the URI. You know it. My job is done. Then it is deleted and it is going to return what? Code and message. Am I right? So delete everything. Hello. It will return code and what? Message.
Message.
And it is not returning array. So you cannot use 0. No need to use it. Why? Because it is not returning array. It is returning single response. So no need to use 0, 1 indexing. So this code will be 200 and message will be this one. This is simple compared to first one. And here we have to use get or delete. Why? But to match it, right? Delete. So what we are matching, man? We are matching the method. We are matching the URI. That's it. You tell me when you call this endpoint, this will be called or not? Of course, this will be called, right? But for this, output is not coming. You can only verify the interaction of it. How to verify the interaction we talked about in last session. Remember, we talked about some interaction verification with this one. You should say, oh my God, copy and paste. What you are going to verify, man? Interaction of it. What? On this service, this method should be called how many times? Only once. And after that, branch service should not be called. You would say, oh my God, it is really copy paste, right? Done. Like here, in the response, I am verifying the value of it. You can also verify the existence of field, particular field exists or not. I can show you how to verify it. There was something in login controller test. What I'm saying, you can also verify the existence of field exists or not. You can verify that also. Oh, mister, can you see this? This is called assertion library and given by, I forget the name. This is called assertion library. I can tell the name. Just wait. Hey people, you see what I'm doing here? Any guess? Before validating the value, I'm just checking in response code exists or not, right? Message exists or not. If code and message exist in the response, then only I'm validating its value. And the library which we are using for this is called, why its name is not coming to me? Just a second. HAMC library. That's fine. HAMC. That's okay. It's not showing. Hey guys, you understand the meaning of it? What this line is doing? Techie. Whenever response is coming, right? Let's run it. So first of all, I'm going to run the test cases. If you want to run the particular test cases, you can
Just
select it and
checking
run it.
if it exists as code and message.
Yeah. It is just checking in the response. Let me show you. Code exists? Yeah. Message exists? Yeah. Code value is 200. Message value is branch is located successfully. Clear? Anybody have any question, query, or is clear? I wrote the two test cases. Can you see? Here, what we are doing? We are mocking the method. Anybody have any question, query? See, I am hitting this endpoint. I am hitting this REST API by Mock MVC. So when you hit it, your call will go into it, right? And then it will call which actual service or fake service, which you have defined here. Fake service. Because when you are calling this REST controller, it is using this fake service. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Some background noise is coming. Somebody is talking behind you. Okay. So my second test case is done, right? So I have done, I'm going to show you one more and last for today. That is post. I'm telling you, please go and spend all the time on it, right? So which rest, which you want to write?
Can we do the
like this V3 is URI versioning. Can you explain the common ways to version for REST API? There
Actually,
is also versioning also.
Yeah. Actually, when you are in the software development, you may be launching different version of your REST API, right? V2, V3, V4, right? You know, mobile phone?
Yeah.
iPhone 10, iPhone 11, 12, right? They are, launching the different version of it. So if somebody using V2 means they are using your old REST API. V3 means they are accessing your new API. So you can launch the multiple version of it, right? So how they can distinguish it on the basis of this number, version number. This is called versioning in the REST API. So which I'm going to show you next, man. Post. And this is last for today. Allow me. Hello. Now, this controller I'm just writing temporarily. Yes, you know. Hello. So that I can see what I'm doing, right? Guys, allow me. I need to hit this white paste, hit new branch. I just want to write a test case for it. Same fashion. You have to be smart. Tell me, first of all, we have to prepare the data. Hello, everyone. I need to send the JSON data, right? Think as a postman. So this when you hit this API, it need input. Say yes.
Yeah.
So you have to make it right. Like you need two input, one input and one output. But difference is, any guess? Whatever input you will pass, whatever output will come, right? Output will have only extra thing is ID, right? In this you don't have ID, but in second, what is the benefit? In second, right, you will have ID. Yes or no? Hello, ID will be generated by database, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this will be the input, right? And what your output will come from the save method. You have to mock it, right? Yep. So when you mock it, what it is going to do? It will take one object, this as an input, and return the another object as an output. How? When branch service, which method is called, man? Save method is called. What you will pass to it? This I will pass the input, and this should come as a part of output of it. This will output contains extra thing from the input. What? ID. Make sense? My method is mocked. Hello. Now I have to call my REST API post method. Yes or no? If you want to call the post method, again I don't remember the syntax. I'm going to do copy. For post method already this is written for the post method. Okay, allow me. I'm going to do copy paste. Post method. Let's correct the endpoint. What should be, man? v3 slash this one, and this should be get a post. Post. Make sense? Hello. I'm going to call it. I have to make a post call. Done. My endpoint is v3 slash branches. It's done. Next thing in this, I have to send data or not?
Yeah.
If you
Yes.
want to call this, you have to send JSON data as an input. So here I'm saying content type. I want to send JSON data, and this JSON data I'm setting in the content. But this JSON data, whatever data we have to convert Java object into JSON. What is it, man? We have to convert Java object to JSON. For this already I have a library. This is written by me. Which will do what? It will what I'm saying, this is written by me, right? So this util class will take the object and convert into JSON. So it may be showing some exception. I'm just putting it. You got my point? Content type.
Yes.
And this object I'm converting into the JSON and setting into it, right? Setting JSON data into the request body. After that, you are saying I'm expecting JSON data from you, right? So the JSON data will come because of it. This is the output, yes or no? Whatever you are returning from the service layer, that is the output of my REST API. So what you are going to validate? You are going to validate, ID is there. Yeah, exist. Address is there. Any guess? Yeah, address field is there. So you can validate CT code and APC code. CT, what, man? Code, IFSC code. Make sense? After that, you can validate the value. 5 fields and 5 values. First field you want to validate here ID. ID should be what, man? ID should be 900. Next field is address. Address should be this one. Next will be city. City should be this one. Last code. Code should be. Hey, you guys are there or sleeping? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just following.
I always scared. Then, hey, you tell me if you don't allow to me copy paste. Do you think I can write this? No, I cannot write it. I'm sorry. Not possible.
Can you tell once about that test util?
Pardon?
That test util, content test util. Can you go for once, please?
This one?
A test util, yeah, no. The
Yeah,
upper-
it is nothing. It is nothing. It is the method written by me. What it does, when you pass Java object, it will convert into JSON string and return it. See, this is written by me. What it does? This is the code which take the Java object and convert JSON data. That's it.
Okay.
So this is the method written by me. Convert object to JSON byte. That's it.
Again, I think we
So-
could use the Jackson, right?
Jackson mapper.
Yeah, you can use that also. It's possible. Everything is possible, man. Same thing I'm using, I think, internally. Like this is also part of the JSON mapper itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can you see this? But I'm telling you, if you understand this, it will give you a very clear picture how your REST API works. So I have done with the post. Let me try my luck. Sir, writing test. Oh, it's not working. That's good. No test for. Oh, I forget to put.
The test annotation.
Yep. Test annotation. Like test case writing is not easy job. I'm not saying whatever we are doing, it's relatively easy thing we are doing. But you need good amount of practice for it. Again, it's failing. No value JSON part $ID. It's saying in the output $ID is not there. How is that? Confused. Let me run it again. It's saying ID not there. No, I'm running whole test cases. Sorry about it. Let me run this particular one. How? Select it and run as JUnit. If it is not working, you can debug it also. Like here, it's failing. If you go tag, it's saying no value at JSON part $ID. Where? I'm trying to see at what line is failing. If I can get it, it should be easy. But if you click on that, I click on that, right? It's saying it's this ID does not exist. Why? Branch view ID we have. And sir, I got the reason. Hello? I got the reason. But you cannot understand it. Let me try to explain to you what happened.
Yeah.
Like here, I said, when I will pass this object, return me this object. I said like this. But what happened? Oh, mister, when you are passing this object, right, to this object, let me tell you. I'm just showing the reason. It's not easy to find for you guys.
There is no shade on branch view on the top.
No, I'm telling you what reason is. Telling you reason. I'm just working. We are working on this, right? We need to know the reason why it's not working. The reason from here. Sorry. That is my. No, it is my service layer. I'm sorry about it. That is my branch controller. This is. Oh, mister. What issue is? The issue is here you are sending JSON data. Say yes. Yeah. You are sending raw data. This raw data goes over here, right? So when raw data goes here, it's created new object. And when new object comes here, so whatever object you are passing in this, right? And whatever object you are mocking, both are same. Think on it. Hello? Like here you took this object, am I right? And this object you are passing as an input here. When it comes over here, it is getting new object again, right? So this object and the object content is same, right? But object are different. That's problem is. Oh man, the object which you are using to mock it, right, as input, and object which you are using here, both are different. That's why mocking is not taking place, right? If you go and check it, it is returning null. So how you can fix it? We have two ways to do it. Either you can override hash code and equals method. Are you following me? What? Override hash code and equals method. That is one way to do it. Or you can mock here with general. You can say, hey, if I pass anything, right? Any input, what do you have to return? Right? If I pass anything, return this branch. You got a point? Yeah. So in that way, this issue will be fixed, and I'm going to import any. Any is present here. Any is present in our Mockito argument matcher class. Any. Hey, what is it? What is the fix for it? Any guess? You should not bother. You say, hey, save method. If I pass any input, you have to return this branch blindly. Because when you are passing the object, this object which you are mocking here, and eventually which object reaches over here, right? Both are different because you are sending JSON data from the calling point of view. When JSON data reaches to here, it is converted into Java object. So this object, which is going to be passed over here, and the object which you mock, both are different. That's why I use any. Now it should work.
No, again, I
And
think we should define the type of any as well, right?
yeah,
Well,
you can do that. That's
yeah, what if
nice. That's nice.
somebody puts the string or
Yep,
something?
yep. You can define the type of it also. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Good suggestion, I would say. It's more appropriate compared to other. It's working. Can you see this? Now things are coming, right? Tring, and in the response. Hey, why it is printing data, man? Because I just put the print, but in the production, in real life, you won't be using it, right? No. So I have done test cases for what? Post method. Any guess? Delete method. Hey, find by ID. I can write very fast. Let me try with find by particular ID, right? That is the repetition. I'm going to do that. What you want to do? Find by ID, right? Get branch by ID. This I can write it. It would not take much time because already we wrote it. Allow me this. So simply, I need to write a test method. Here, what man? Test. Any guess? So branch. What you need to do? First of all, you have to mock it, right? How? Any guess? I would say, hey, service layer, if I pass the ID, return me this object to me because it is returning one object of branch view. Mocking. What man? When somebody is calling find by ID, and here you can use what? Any, or you can use some number, right? Fix. If somebody is passing 100, then you have to return. Like here, this ID you can set into the here also, same thing, right? Because when you pass this, it should return the branch view with the same ID. My job is done. Now you have to make the get call, right? Already we did it. Which call? Get call. So I can use this, or I can use
We
this.
already have it.
Already we have. Let's try. So for this, right, you have to make a call. What? Branch, and you can pass what ID, man? Same ID, 100 you have to pass because you mock for this. You say, hey, service layer, when I call the get method, right? I am passing 100. So it will go over here, right? Same 100, and you mock it, so it will return the branch view. Done. So how you can validate it? What it should exist, you know it. It should exist. Address should exist. Next. City should exist. Code should exist. FSC code should exist, right? After that, you can validate its values. How? Sorry. Can validate the values, right? 5 values, 3, 4, 5. ID should be 100. Address should be Fremont. City should be no, address should be this one. City. FSC should be this one. Code should be this one. City should be this one. Hey, whatever I'm doing, don't think it's very easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy for anybody unless and until you do the practice. So in this short span of time, we are able to cover a lot. You know, output is coming and it's become, no, it's failing. Saying, how they like were saying? I don't know. Wanted but not invoked. Because we are passing 100. Just a second. It's saying, you know, when you are running it, this is not, let me try again. It's failing. Oh, can you see this, guys? And I put the interaction. This interaction should be done on what? Delete method is not called. Am I right? Which method is called? FindById, right? And on which number? 100. You got my point? Now it's okay. Oh, Mister, by mistake I forget to update it. FindById is called on this, right? On 100, one times. After that, no interaction. Now it's fine. This was the problem. So when any error comes, please read it very carefully. I was not reading very carefully. That's why I skipped it. Now it's green. It's working fine. No problem at all. Thank you so much. So I don't know anybody have any question, query or not. Today we have done, you know, I wrote a lot of code. You see, copy paste. Around 180 lines code, right? We wrote. Copy paste. So done. What you need to do? You need to watch my all the 3 recording 2 times at least.
Yeah.
For JUnit, whatever I have taught you, it is more than enough. No need to watch anything else here and there. It's enough.
Makes sense.
But JUnit is ongoing process. It's not like, you know, I just covered, you know, important aspect, but JUnit is a big thing. If you know this much, at least somebody talk about this JUnit, you will not cry. That's purpose. Where is my recording?
Can you explain line 175 one more time, please? That
Sure.
Mock MVC thing.
Line number?
175.
Yeah. See, Mock MVC. You know Postman? Using Postman, you may be hitting your API, right? Similarly, in Java code, if you want to hit your REST API in JUnit, you can use Mock MVC. And how we have created Mock MVC? You see, if you want to get Mock MVC object, you have to use Mock MVC builder standalone setup, and you have to pass the controller. It means Mock MVC will work for all the controller or only for this particular controller.
This branch API controller.
Yeah, only this particular controller. After it, what was the line number you talked about?
175.
175. Here we are saying perform. Perform means you are saying I want to hit my API. Then you have to give the endpoint as you give in the Postman.
So
Yes or no? In Post.
yes. So if we give this endpoint, it's not going to hit that endpoint, right? Because we are mocking.
No. When you hit it, it is going to call your controller, right? Controller, you are not mocking, man. Because of this endpoint, this will be called, right? In this, you are mocking. You mock the service layer. Controller will be called, but service layer won't be called.
Okay.
So we are not, a good question, I think. We are not mocking controller. It will call the actual controller. Because you want to write test case for controller. You mock other layer, right? If you want to write JUnit for the controller, you will mock service layer. If you want to write JUnit for service layer, you will mock DAO layer. Repository. So guys, whatever I have taught you in session 1, 2, 3, please go and watch it very carefully and try to do yourself. This kind of code nobody can remember. No. You should just have idea about it, right? It's calling, right? And you are saying I'll accept JSON, then status is coming okay, and this data you are verifying, which is coming as a JSON data. See, when I'm doing something, right, you guys don't think like, you know, how I am doing, right? I'm doing it because I'm doing this job from long time. That's the reason. Hello? If you want to write all those things, you should have good amount of good amount of practice. Otherwise, you cannot do it. It's not possible. Then let me stop it. I'm stopping the recording. Hey, who is the host? Just a second. Hello, who is the host? My colleague?
Today, Subhas.
No, not Shubha. Somebody else from my side. He is host.
That's the same ID, the Nagendra Kumar.
Yeah. Somebody logged in. Sumit? Aman? Hey, who logged in from here? Ask him to stop the recording because he's the host. I cannot do anything. Sure, fine. I just ask him. Okay, Teki and other people from the other batch. So in this we have two batch. Other people from the other batch. Teki, Sambhu, all people already I have asked for marketing.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
so I said almost your course is done. Only important topics are there, which I'm covering it. So they will take care of your marketing and all.
Thank you.
Or you guys can reach to them. You can say
Who is taking care of the marketing?
Astha and Rodhan.
Okay.
Do you know them?
No.
Yeah, Pradhan
So
is the
how
person.
you came to know about training? Somebody else?
No, Pradhan was the one
Who is
admitting.
who is the recruiter, right? Teki?
Pradhan.
Yeah. So you can reach to him.
Okay.
To your recruiter.
So do I wait for them to contact me or I have to contact them?
Yeah. You can buzz him.
Okay.
Did you say I'm ready?
Okay.
I'm ready for the market. I
Okay.
need money.
Thank you.